First on our list is the rack, one of the most infamous torture devices, widely used across Europe, particularly in England and Spain. The rack was designed to stretch the victim's body until joints were dislocated and bones were broken. This method was primarily used from the 13th to the 17th centuries to extract confessions or information. The Iron Maiden, a macabre device from Germany and Central Europe, enclosed the victim in a metal cabinet filled with spikes. Although its historical use is debated, it was popularized in the 16th century as a method of execution and severe punishment. The Judas cradle, used in Italy and Spain, forced victims to sit on a pointed seat, gradually impaling them. This device was particularly prominent during the Inquisition period from the 12th to the 19th centuries. In England, the scavenger's daughter compressed the victim's body into a small space, causing extreme pain and potential injury. Invented during the reign of King Henry VIII in the 16th century, it was used to extract confessions. The pair of anguish, used in France and Italy, was inserted into various orifices and expanded to cause severe internal damage. This device so used during the 16th and 17th centuries. The wheel, also known as the Catherine wheel, is a brutal execution device used in Germany, France, and other parts of Europe. Victims had their limbs shattered and were left to die. Common punishment from the 9th to the 18th centuries. The heretic's fork, used in Spain and Italy, prevented victims from falling asleep by pricking their chins and chests. This device was a favorite during the Spanish Inquisition from the 15th to the 19th centuries. The breast ripper, used in Germany and France, is a gruesome device for mutilating the breasts of women accused of heresy or other crimes. It was mainly used in the 16th and 17th centuries. Similar to the Catherine wheel, the breaking wheel was used for execution by breaking the victim's limbs. It saw use in France, Germany, and other European countries from antiquity to the early modern period. The thumbscrew, employed in various European countries, applied pressure to the thumbs or other digits, causing intense pain. It was a common tool from the Middle Ages to the 17th century. The Spanish donkey, or wooden horse, used in Spain, Italy, and France, forced victims to straddle a sharp, triangular wedge. This device was used during the Inquisition period and into the early modern period. The strappado, used in Italy, France, and Spain, dislocated the shoulders by suspending the victim with their wrists tied behind their back. This device was common during the Inquisition. The chair of torture, or Judas chair, used in Italy, Spain, and Germany, inflicted pain through spikes embedded in the seat. This device was prominent during the Middle Ages and the Renaissance. The pillory, used in England, France, and Germany, was a device for public humiliation and restraint. It was a common sight from the medieval period to the 19th century. The boot, or Spanish boot, used in Spain, France, and Scotland, crushed the feet or legs by tightening iron boots or driving wedges into the boot. It saw use from the 15th to the 18th centuries. The cat's paw, used across various European countries, is a claw-like instrument used to tear flesh from the body. It was used from the Middle Ages to the Renaissance. The tongue terror, used in various European countries, mutilated the tongues of those who spoke against authority. It was common from the Middle Ages to the early modern period. The saw, used in France, Germany, and other parts of Europe, was a brutal execution method. Victims were hung upside down and sawed in half, practice that persisted from the Middle Ages to the early modern period. The lead sprinkler, used across various European countries, inflicted severe burns by sprinkling molten metal, boiling oil, or hot tar onto the victim. This device was used from the Middle Ages to the Renaissance. Garrote, used in Spain and other parts of Europe, is a device for strangling victims, often used for executions. It saw use from the Middle Ages into the 19th century.